Today we're going to take a look at how to write a simple opening paragraph for a 5-paragraph essay. Now, I understand that upper level English teachers may have some variety that they would like, some special nuances that they like, and some things in here that they may not like. However, this is geared towards students between the grades of 6 and 8, and these are some methods that we've had a lot of success with in helping students who are really learning the basic organization of it. So, responsibilities of the opening paragraph. First of all, you need to hook the reader. You need to get the reader somewhat interested in what it is that you're writing about in order to continue to encourage them to continue to read. The second thing is you need to inform the reader. This is your thesis statement. You're going to tell the reader what this entire essay is going to be about. And lastly, you need to hand the reader a map. And that is going to actually work in conjunction with a thesis statement to kind of give the reader an idea as to how you plan to explain or prove your central thesis, which is either your argument or what you were planning to explain. Okay, the hook. So there are 2 basic types that we'll cover here today. Now, I understand there's a lot of different styles of hooks, but for this lesson, we're going to focus on 2 of them here. So the first being an informative hook, which will actually be in our example today. The informative hook just does that. It gives information that is related to the topic without actually giving too much away. It's a little bit of back information that is interesting that may pique the curiosity of the reader. Or you can go with an imaginative hook, and this is where you're creating a scene or a scenario that draws the reader in and allows them to use their imagination that is going to be related to a topic that you plan on covering. So the last thing to mention about a hook is the differences in length and how much you should actually develop your hook. For a paragraph, 1 to 2 sentences is fine. But in a 5-paragraph essay, you should be looking at about between 4 and 6 sentences long to have a nicely developed hook. All right, your thesis statement. In a 5-paragraph essay, obviously your thesis statement is going to tell the reader what the entire essay is about. So, because of that, if you write it in specific ways, it's going to dictate what kind of an essay you're actually writing. So the first, obviously, is an expository, which tells the reader that the essay is going to actually be giving information. And the second is a persuasive, which tells the reader that you intend to make an argument and how you intend to prove it. So it's important to remember that the thesis statement is essentially the topic sentence for the entire essay. And so every single paragraph in your body is going to have to directly relate back to your central thesis. That's why thesis statements need to be so concise and so clear so that there's no discrepancy for the reader and they don't get confused. All right, the essay map. Now, the essay map basically tells the reader how you intend to explain or prove the argument. And what it does is it's basically going to tell the reader what they're going to be reading about in the body. Okay, so it's kind of going to be, you're going to talk about the different topics that you'll cover to help explain or help prove your central thesis. It also serves as a transitional sentence into your body. And the reality of it is that the essay map can actually be incorporated into the thesis statement, or it can be a separate sentence that just adds a little bit more detail to your thesis statement. So the thesis formula is basically claim, which is your thesis, your central thesis, plus your reason, which is your essay map, and that together is your thesis statement. So the essay map works in conjunction with your thesis in order to provide a good thesis statement for your essay. All right, let's take a look at an example of an opening paragraph. So here's an example of an opening paragraph. It says, during the 1950s, the world fell in love with a courageous canine named Lassie. This border collie became a popular cultural phenomenon and sparked countless stories, movies, and commercials. Dog ownership is at an all-time high, and we now see dogs that were once confined to the farms now living in urban environments. There are a lot of reasons why this occurs. One such reason is the benefit that children receive from having a dog present in their family. Dog ownership has a clear and important benefit for children. It teaches responsibility, increases exercise levels, and provides hours of healthy fun for kids. Okay, I promise not to read that entire paragraph again. But what we're going to do is we're going to color code and we're going to break out the specific parts of this opening paragraph. The first part we're going to break out is the hook, and it's going to be highlighted in blue. So as you can see, this entire paragraph almost is a hook. And like I said, we're using the hook to ease and to the reader into the piece. And all of this stuff in this that's highlighted in blue is related to dogs, but it does not give away what this essay is actually about. The next part is going to be our thesis statement. And as you can see, it's only one short, clear sentence. Dog ownership has a clear and important benefit for children. This tells the reader that everything in this essay is going to be about why dog ownership has a clear and important benefit for children. So in order to supplement that, I do need a little something extra. I need to tell the reader how I plan to prove that and how I plan to explain it. And that comes in our essay map. And the essay map here basically explains, it says it teaches responsibility, increases exercise levels, and provides hours of healthy fun for kids. Now, you could use just a conjunction here in between where it says benefit for children, because it teaches responsibility, increases exercise levels, etc., etc. Or you can simply keep it nice and clean and neat and separate it into two simpler sentences. But as you can see, the essay map directly supports your central thesis to create your thesis statement. If you want more information on how to write good hooks, there's additional videos for that, thesis statements, and essay map.